Last year, when the pandemic hit us, a lot of organizations had to overnight switch to virtual hiring. For a lot of us, there were a lot of systems already in place, but for candidates and employers, there were a lot of new things that had to be explored. In today's topic, we would be talking about the new era of virtual hiring. Today with us, we have four esteemed panelists: Atul Sehgal, Vice President, India Hiring Infosys; Rohan Sylvester, Recruitment Evangelist, Indeed India; Shashi Kumar, Head of Sales, Indeed India; Satish Etsi, Executive Vice President, Infosys Data and Analytics. So Rohan, what are the basics about virtual hiring process that all job seekers need to know?
Thanks for that question, Nandini. Well, right now, because of the pandemic, if you are looking for a job, it's very likely that you would be asked to conduct a virtual interview. The thing to remember is virtual interviews are on the rise, and even though it is virtual, many things do stay the same. And I just want to talk about a few tips that job seekers need to remember when attending this virtual interview, right? And these are really important. Number one, you need to test your technology beforehand. Check your internet connectivity and confirm that your camera and microphone are working. And do that once again on the day of the actual interview. Test your equipment and internet connection again. While most recruiters and hiring managers are aware of the challenges of the virtual interview, it's still important to put your best foot forward. The second thing to remember is to wear professional attire. You should dress the same way as you would in a face-to-face interview. Doing so not only makes you appear more professional and excited about the opportunity, but it'll also make you more prepared and make you feel a lot more confident. If you're unsure about what to wear, business casual is typically a good standard to follow. The next thing to remember, and this is quite important, is to make sure you're prepared in advance. As with any interview, you need to prepare for it in advance. Just because you're in front of your computer doesn't mean you should rely on the ability to quickly look up answers or rely on pre-written answers you can refer to. You should prepare so you're able to have a much more natural conversation with the interviewer without having to click around or read directly from a script, which can also seem very rehearsed and quite unnatural as well. The next thing, set the scene and limit distraction. The best place to take an interview in your home is a quiet location with very few distractions. Choose a room that is clean and professional looking. This is not for any reason, but because you want the interviewer to focus on you. Their attention should be on you and not what is necessarily around you, right? The other thing to remember is use professional body language. Because interviewing via video limits the ability to communicate with body language, it's important to utilize the little body language that you have in a clear and professional way. Sit up straight, ensure your camera is placed so your face is in the middle of the screen. And the main way to communicate confidence is to sit straight, look at the camera, make eye contact with the interviewer, and smile. Then build rapport. Now, because it was really simple to build a connection or build a rapport with an interviewer while we are in face-to-face interviews. But you need to remember with virtual interviews, it's a little harder, but it is still important to do. You never know how many interviews a company may have conducted for a position. You might be at the end of a long list of people the hiring manager has spoken to that day. That's why it's important to make a connection with the interviewer however you can. And last but not least, be authentic. When interviewing virtually, you have the rare opportunity to speak in a much more relaxing, familiar environment and show the interviewer who you are and why you're the best person for the job. So make sure that your body language, your facial expressions, and interview preparations convey your confidence and personality as it relates to your position. These are some of the things you need to keep in mind before a virtual interview and while doing it as well. Back to you, Nandini.
Thank you, Rohan. So, Shashi, why do you think this method was not explored earlier?
So a lot of the technology that goes into virtual hiring has existed in bits and pieces in parts earlier, but it was not explored to the extent that it has been in the pandemic. One is obviously now we don't have a choice, right? That's why a lot of people are doing, everybody is doing virtual interviews because they don't have a choice. I mean, you can't call in people for interviews. Some of the reasons why people were not doing it earlier, one was that hiring or changing jobs is very, very important for people. I mean, it's a pretty stressful activity. So they would want to get into offices to see the physical infrastructure of the company that they're interviewing with. They would want to physically see people that they would work with. They would want to see what's available in terms of facilities for employees once they join that place. And for companies as well, it was important to actually get a feel of how the job seeker is. If this person is going to be joining my team, how is this person going to be actually? So all of this contributed to companies and job seekers preferring to do physical interviews so that they were a lot more comfortable. Like Rohan said earlier, body language was important. So for a person, for a job seeker to be able to convey how passionate he is about the company that he is interviewing with, it was important to be there physically, and for employees as well, for companies as well, to judge how serious the candidate is. They felt that it was important to get them into their office. So that was the reason why, in spite of the fact that we had technology available in bits and parts, people wanted to get in job seekers into the companies to interview. The other thing was that a lot of these technologies, as I said, was available in bits and parts. It was not available as one whole. So companies had to, in fact, get people coming into office. Back to you, Nandini.
Thank you, Shashi. So, Atul, will this become the new reality for acquiring talent even after the pandemic?
Thanks, Nandini. So, Nandini, this virtual way of hiring has always been the part of the hiring process, especially for the IT companies, right? In some way or the other. It's just that the IT companies or most of the organizations were doing the virtual way of recruiting in pockets, or rather wherever the volumes were on the lower side. Now, if you look at Infosys as an organization, because the volumes are huge, and likewise there are many other services, IT services company where the volumes are huge. So obviously it's easier for you to complete the whole process when you're doing it in a physical world. So pandemic, in a way, I see a silver lining over here, because it has helped us to challenge the status quo, right? And 1 year ago, when the pandemic started, and that's where the mindset completely changed. So if we look at it now, 100% of the interviews, irrespective of the volumes, are happening virtually. That's how we have been surviving, and at least for next 6 to 9 months, that's going to be the mode of interviewing. But having said that, because we have learned a new way of recruiting, we have learned a new way of managing the volumes. In my view, this will continue for sure. It's just that it's going to be a hybrid model, wherein a lot more focus will be on virtual interviews, and slightly, not slightly, but comparatively lesser focus on physical interviewing. See, both have their own positives, right? The virtual interviewing, you have access to a candidate at any location, irrespective of the location, right? But if you're interacting physically somebody, right, then you get to offer a lot more things, like in what kind of office, what kind of ambience an individual is going to work with. As an interviewer, I can read the body language of an individual. I still remember during my early days, when one of my earlier manager, and he told me, what is it that you need to look into a candidate the moment he or she enters into the interview room? Is something you need to notice how the candidate is reacting or behaving towards the office boy who's guiding the candidate to the interview room. If the person is actually smiling towards the office boy, then you need to make an impression about it, or the person is just not paying heed towards an individual. So all these things play a key role in the interviewer's mind. So hence I am saying this hybrid model will continue. Once we are back to the normal world, the physical interviewing will continue. But yes, we need to create a balance between virtual interviewing as well as physical interviewing.
Thank you, Atul. So, Satish, as a business leader, someone outside the recruitment fraternity, what are your views on the virtual hiring process? And do you believe that this is here to stay?
Yeah, Nandini. We have been using, virtual interviewing methods even before. We used to do telephonic interviews or video calls even before the pandemic. It's just that now we have pretty much switched to 100%, virtual interviews because of the situation. Um, like with everything else, digital has opened new possibilities of improving productivity in how we conduct our business and how we run our business. So it has also removed some removed the cobwebs in our mind in saying, how to scale the relevance of some of these technologies. Now we have come to accept that it works at scale and it has been proven over time. So I will, my view is we will continue to see more usage of virtual and remote methods for the recruitment process. Instead of just being 100% virtual, probably we will converge on something which is more balanced, which is partly, virtual and partly in person. And this is also essential because one of the challenges in a 100% virtual world is, prevention of fraud. And we will have to continue to enhance the safeguards around it so that we hire the right talent and we don't make mistakes. So we will scale this. And even from taking my eye off the process, if I look at the job at hand, with the amount of digital acceleration around us and the volumes of people that we need to hire, it is going to become extremely difficult to do it in person or the old school way. So we will have to use the power of digital and use a combination of both remote and or other techniques like testing, and how do we blend that with in-person interviews so that we are able to do the volumes that we plan to do in the industry and in very short very short periods of time. So I believe that it will stabilize and it will become a great productivity tool for us in terms of hiring large volumes of talent in the days ahead.
Thank you, Satish. I would like to thank my panelists for joining us today, Atul, Rohan, Satish, and Shashi, for discussing the new era of virtual hiring. Thank you.